to get my nails done. What's up? Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, tribe? What's up, cousins? Hi, Shaki. Hi, Titi. Hi, Diki. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Dawn. Dawn is about to have a little baby boy. I can't wait. Alright, so I just went and got my lashes done. I think they kind of, Coy, he's the dude that does them. He does a pretty good job. I think he's loving me today because I think he put too many. So I can't wait for a couple of them to fall out so it'll look a little more natural. But it's all good. Thanks, Coy. I did my run this morning. We're still in Saturday. And now I just finished my lashes. Now I'm headed to do my nails and my toes and my eyebrows. And then when I get home, while wearing gloves, of course, I'm gonna do my roots. And then I'll be ready for the week, for another 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I think it's important for me to freshen up, get nails done, get toes done, get lashes done, get brows done, hit roots. So every day I work out, but every couple weeks I just freshen up. You know, it's a lot to maintain all of this. But, you know, I do it because it's important. It makes me feel good. I do it for me. And I encourage you to do the same. I was talking to a couple of people this week, and they were concerned about their student loans. So I just wanted to mention that adults like us, people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, who have gone to college and taken out student loans, have had several servicers and perhaps have consolidated a couple of times. And now that we're actualizing the endeavor that we set out to pursue when we initiated college and higher education, we have that monkey on our back, that student loan. So we don't talk to each other too much about it, but we all are feeling the same thing. The balance has ballooned. The process of dealing with it has become a labyrinth. A lot of what we're trying to do now, like prepare for retirement, purchase first home, second home, upgrade car, has been affected by these student loans. And I just wanted to address it briefly this morning because I was thinking about it this week. I spoke to about 3 or 4 people this week. I'm a teacher. So a lot of teachers have student loans. So we discuss it from time to time in the lounge. It's not positive. It's not a good feeling having that monkey on your back and not being in control of it. We all, as middle-aged individuals, have, debt, have, obligation that is large or, just not as easy to deal with immediately. And we're okay with those obligations because why? We have control. But the student loan situation has turned into a mystery of sorts. And so I just wanted to address that and ask that we all talk to each other about ways to help one another deal with it. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share is my servicer, Fed Loan Servicing, has brought to my attention that mistakes were made. I don't know if they were made by Fed Loan Servicing or higher education, but when I consolidated my loan, not all of the funds were put into the consolidation. So part of the funds were left out. And because I wasn't aware of the fact that they were left out, because I'm thinking everything that I consolidated was consolidated, the part that was left out went into default, unbeknownst to me. I found out when I wanted to recertify for the student loan forgiveness program. Actually, not recertified, to initiate my candidacy to be a part of the student loan forgiveness program, because again, I'm a teacher, and the program is such that if you teach in a Title I school and you make 120 consecutive payments, your loans will be forgiven. And that's another thing. I know teachers who have done that and their loans have not been forgiven. So that's another episode. But for this one, I just wanted to make sure that everyone realizes that mistakes are made with student loans, especially since our loans sometimes go from servicer to servicer to servicer, and there has to be consolidations involved, which, you know, is the smart thing to do, because you don't want to have to pay all these different loans, all these different places. Capitalized interest. That is an issue that, you know, a lot of student loan borrowers are dealing with, because it's something that we just don't understand, especially as it pertains to the consolidation. If you got a specific interest rate with one with one loan, and you consolidate it, what does that mean? Does that mean that things carry over? You know, it's just, you have to have like an accounting degree or some sort of, I don't know, magic to figure it out. But the bottom line is, when I monitor my loans and I check my mail and I'm in touch, I'm not aware of the fact that the loans get larger, the debt doesn't get lower, and the programs don't get the programs don't get activated once the I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to get to my nail place. The programs don't get activated once the criteria has been met. So let's talk about that. Leave a couple of comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it, because I feel like the student loan situation should have, it's so I don't want to say complicated. It's so complex. Let me say that we need a support group. We need to talk to each other. We need to figure this out. The student loan situation is, the fact that we need a support group is indicative of the fact that a lot of our politicians are using the student loan situation as a platform to campaign. So let's talk about it from time to time. Let's make heads or tails and help each other. But I just don't want you to think that it's perfect, because it's not. I've been victimized by at least 3 to 4 mistakes over the years by my student loan servicers. One time I had $5,000 taken off because of a mistake. This time, with the consolidation situation, $10,000 was removed because of that mistake. They find the mistakes themselves, but because I question the balance from time to time by contacting the ombudsman of my servicer, Fed Loan Servicing, and having them audit all of the loans, because not only do I have my student loans over the years, I also have my daughter's student loan. So yes, I mean, if I'm not doing the math the way I should, I just want to make sure that my numbers match their numbers, and at least twice they didn't, and they admitted to a mistake. So just don't let it get to you. Consider it a piece of furniture that you take with you everywhere you go, that has a little drawer in it, and you pull out the drawer and you put a little bit of money that you can afford into the drawer, and you close the drawer and you walk away from the furniture for the day and you live your life. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it bring you down. It's possible that you'll age with the student loan not being paid off, and full, which is fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's a part of you. It was a blessing. Apparently, we couldn't afford to pay for this education, so higher education helped us with loans, and that's why I have my degree from NYU and my master's degree, and which yielded me this opportunity to teach, which facilitates my financial independence, which is extremely important to me and my sisters. So, and my tribe. We all love our financial independence. That's why we do what we have to do to be able to make our money and take care of ourselves. So, in the big picture, it was a blessing. I don't want to keep calling it a monkey on my back. I don't want to keep calling my student loans something that I regret or that I have contention for. That's contentious to me. However, I do have to monitor it, keep it in check, and harness it, because it's the type of thing that can get away from you and hurt you if you don't take care of it. All right, so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Let's talk to each other about this. Let's help each other out with this. It's something that we all know that we're all dealing with. Let's figure out some tricks and some coping strategies regarding these student loans, and especially as a middle-aged individual. All right, enjoy your Saturday. I'm on my way to get my nails and toes done. I just got my lashes done. I love talking to you guys. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.